on our toes with our questions because there's only 3 of us. Yeah, so he's going to start.
So I have to ask now, Agent Maria Hill, now Dax, so you can ever get a big comic book character that actually has powers, and what would you like them to be if that ever does happen?
Like me in my life?
I mean, we can go there if you want. I
here's what I'll say, is with all these characters, Dex with Maria Hill, I think that there is something that is pretty amazing when people who are mortal, who don't have a superpower, they make the choice to put themselves in front of others to protect. And I think that there is something that's really honorable and obviously has a lot of integrity. I think that when you start to go down the superpower route, I mean, if you have superpowers, you gotta use them for good. Like, you just kind of have to, or you're a jerk, right? But I think that there is something really interesting about these people. I mean, speaking to the world of Marvel, to Fury, to Hawkeye, to Black Widow, who are like very highly trained people, but they've decided to train to become the best, to then put their mortal selves in. And I think there's something really interesting about that. It's got a lot more layers, and it's got a lot more stuff to play, in my opinion.
Right.
That being said, I would like superpowers. That being said,
would you use them for good?
I could.
Season 2, maybe.
Season 2.
Meteor hits.
Yeah.
Reboot.
Yes.
You get that.
I think that I would love. I mean, I'd love time control. I think that's a really good one, because I could just like stop the clock and just take a nap.
Oh god.
Just a quick 15. Just a quick
solid
15. Like, we would be doing this interview, and I'd be like, I could use a second cup, and I wouldn't have to break this conversation.
You're enjoying
I just kind of do Zach Morris timeout, go get the cup of coffee, drink it, take my time because I'm in control, come back, caffeinate.
I would abuse that as a parent so much. So
I think that's mainly where it comes
yeah,
from.
I would age much faster.
We've been talking about TV genres and how TV shows are hard to define now because everything's not just one thing.
Right.
How would you describe the show?
That's a great question. I mean, genuinely, the intention, we talk about this kind of genre breaking in terms of PI shows. Like, one thing that's really interesting is if you actually look at the history of PI shows, there's never been a female on television. There's Veronica Mars, who's in high school or college student, and there's Murder, She Wrote. Geriatrics, and there's never been a female PI, especially one that's never been tethered to a man. It's usually she's the sidekick to the man. So that's exciting. And two, I think this is really a character-driven show that's kind of exploring just characters going through existential crises, and the PI element of it is not what's driving the show. The procedural element's not driving. The procedural is an element of a much larger character-driven show. And I think I'm really excited that we're going to be breaking the form too. Like the second episode will start with a flashback. We're going to kind of explore backstory, and so we're going to be able to kind of it's not going to be put in any box.
So we're continuing the non-definitive genre.
Yes.
Can you tell me what is a characteristic of your personality or something about you that you think Max could use, and what is a characteristic of Max, your character?
Dex.
Sorry,
Oh,
Dex.
that's okay.
That you admire, that you wish that you had.
I would say that I admire her tenacity. She's almost like, this is going to be a weird metaphor, but she's almost like a bloodhound. Like, when she's on something, it takes over her whole life. I don't think I felt that way about anything except for maybe my children. And something that I have that I would like her to have, that she could use a little more maternal instincts, right?
Cobie's an amazing mom.
I'm a pretty full-on mom, so she can use that. I mean, she's the caretaker to her brother, and I think that is challenging. That's challenging for her because she has to kind of put her life in this world where maybe she would have liked to move somewhere else. She would have liked to do something else. And she sort of. Yeah.
So you mentioned that 'cause I'm a parent of two special needs children, so I've actually read the books when they first came out, and so seeing that it's going to be played out on the show, I mean, how have you, I mean, beyond just the script and everything and writing it all down, but you know, like, did you research that? I know it was talked about researching the PTSD, but like dealing with the care of someone.
Yeah, totally. And I think Greg Rucka, whose sister inspired the character of Ansel, I think that was a conversation that we all had with him and Jason, who created the show. We spent a lot of time talking about that, and I'm really proud of. I think we treat that character with love and respect, and we don't shine a light on Ansel's character. We treat him like we treat every other character, and he's allowed to exist like every other character. We don't treat him any differently. And in a way. My father's a neurologist, and he saw the pilot, and he works with a lot of special needs people, and he was really moved by it, and was really excited to see it because of how we treated that character and allowed him to exist in the world like a normal person.
I will also say Cole makes it very easy because he's literally the embodiment of love.
Right.
He is real. He is present, and he is positive, and he is just so it makes it all. You know, you don't have to work hard to be like, what's my relationship with my brother, and what is that like? Because he's there,
Right.
Ready for you. Like he's ready. He's there, just sort of open and ready, and he's so funny and he's so charming that I'm really excited actually as the series continues on to just kind of let him be him.
He's a great actor.
You know, so that'll be really awesome. Yeah.
Is there a general takeaway, something you want people to take away from the show?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's a takeaway is sort of up to everybody's interpretation what they're going to take from it. But I think that obviously what we try to do is entertain. It's an interesting time in which we are living, and it's nice to go to a different place for a while. But I think it's really exciting. One of the great things about that I can do, I can give back to the world as an actor is kind of normalizing things that in some areas might not be normal. I get to play a character who is a veteran who's probably not being taken care of by the government, somebody who suffers from PTSD and is not seeking treatment for that, maybe should be, who is sexually fluid, who has addictions, and my hope is